Instagram black magic. So this story is about a young man named James. So James belongs to a very rich family. James is as stingy as he is rich, which means he spends his money very thoughtfully. In James's family, he has his wife Nancy and a daughter of 5 years. And James owns a clothes store. He used to sell most of his clothes on Instagram and other platforms. That's why he was a very active user of Instagram. Everything was going well. In James' life, he was earning very well. But then, suddenly, James' life takes a biggest turn, which ruined his life. So this incident happened just 4 days before his daughter's birthday, the 3rd of December 2021. This was the day when it was Lily's birthday. 4 days before Lily's birthday, James was worried and searching on the internet that what gift can be best for his daughter. And after looking around a bit, he finds a page on the internet which was about some soft toys. When he clicks on that page, it goes straight to Instagram page of soft toys. Someone was selling his soft toys. The quality was very good. So James decides to buy a doll for Lily. That doll looks so beautiful. So he thinks that he should order this doll and Lily will also like it very much. Same thing happens. James orders that doll, and when he orders it, he writes in the DM that I want this doll, what is the procedure? Then they give a form for filling to James. Some details like address, payment details, all that. Then James starts filling all that. So whatever is asked from James is asked driving license, address, phone number, and blood group. Blood group is also asked from James, which seems very strange to James. That is, it is okay. Driving license is understood. Payment details. All this and address are obviously asked. But why is the blood group asked? But James doesn't think much. He's in a hurry, because that doll was so beautiful, and also very few days left for Lily's birthday. So he fills everything and gives it to them. Then a message comes from them saying, "Thank you, sir. We will send you the doll in 2 days." Well, 2 days passed. And after 2 days, that doll arrives at James's house. When James goes and sees it, he's surprised because he had ordered one doll, but another doll has come along with it, meaning a total of 2 dolls have come, and James gets surprised that I had ordered only one. Well, there is a letter along with it. So he reads that letter in which it is written, "Congratulations, you are our 1,000th member who ordered from our Instagram page. We want to offer you a special doll for free of cost. Please accept it with gratitude, thanking you." Then the night before Lily's birthday, James goes and places the doll under the Lily's pillow, thinking that when she wakes up in the morning, she will be very happy. She will get a surprise, and it happens that when she wakes up in the morning, she becomes very happy. She starts screaming after seeing the doll. She asks who kept this. She runs to James and says thank you to him for the surprise. Then James went to his office, and his plan was that he will finish all the meetings during lunchtime, and then at night he will go out somewhere with the family. Well, in the evening, everyone decides that they will go somewhere to watch a movie. He did this. Just watched the movie, and in the same mall they celebrated with Lily, her cake cutting. They did everything in the mall itself, and they all were very happy. So after doing everything, it's time to go home. Well, when they go out, they see that it is raining heavily, and his car was also punctured. Then James says, "Okay, let's book taxi now. Then we will go home." Then James takes out his phone to book taxi, but James sees that the battery in his phone is dead. It is completely dead. So he asks for his wife's phone, and after booking taxi, they go home. But when James reaches home, he has just entered. Within a few minutes, James suddenly gets a call from his friend. When James picks up the call, he says, "Come quickly, friend. There is a lot of trouble here, and I need you. There is some fight going on here. I am feeling strange, so please come." As soon as he hears this, he becomes very confused. "Hey, don't worry, I am coming to you. Do one thing, stay where you are." And he just runs away, running and going to his friend's house, when suddenly he stops. Suddenly he stops at one place. He suddenly remembers that his phone was dead. How can the call come? He takes out his phone and sees that the phone is still dead. That means it is not turning on. James doesn't understand anything. Then he goes back to his home because he doesn't understand this. It seems that whatever it is, my friend did not call because the phone is dead. I don't know whatever it was. I don't understand anything, and James just goes to his home. His wife asks, "Is everything okay? Why did you immediately run away? You got a call from your friend. Is everything fine?" Then James says, "Yes, everything is fine. Don't worry. Let's go to our house." Then after talking there for a while, everyone goes to sleep. But suddenly at midnight, James calls his friend Brian that, "Bro, did you call me at night? Did you mean to say that you are in trouble or something?" Brian says, "No, I did not say anything like that. In fact, I was outside. I did not call." "Why are you asking all this at midnight? Is everything okay? Are you all right?" James says, No, nothing. No problem, nothing like that." And after saying this, he disconnects the call. Then James checks the call history of his phone, but there is no mention of Brian or his call. James doesn't understand anything at all, but he doesn't even share it with his wife because he doesn't want to scare everyone unnecessarily. He doesn't think much about it because everything like this is off the top of his mind. At that time, he doesn't think much. He puts his phone back and falls asleep, and the next morning he starts doing his work normally. 3 days pass like this. Now James has also forgotten that entire incident, like it was a dream for him. He has forgotten it. But he did not know that the coming days were going to get worse. Well, it was like a normal evening. James normally comes back home after completing the work now at home, as if while entering, the sounds of Lily's laughing loudly are heard. Actually, the whole day of James was very tiring. There was a lot of tension going on in his mind. There was stress here and there. But on hearing the sound of his daughter laughing, it felt as if that his life has become completely sorted. All the tension he had has disappeared, and he also goes to his daughter laughing happily. He hugs his daughter and then goes to freshen up. When he comes out after freshening up, his wife has already prepared all the food. So everyone comes and sits comfortably and is talking to each other, but while talking, suddenly Lily says to James that, "Daddy, you know what happened today?" James asks, "What happened, my daughter?" Then Lily tells that today I was playing a game with my doll and I won, and that too twice. James says, "Okay, what game were you playing?" "Daddy, we were playing eye contact game." Then James says, "But how my daughter? She's just a doll, she can't blink his eyes." But she says, "No, Daddy." "No, she has lost many times to me. He knows the game. She blinked his eyelids many times. That's why I won." So she's telling this with a cheerful laugh. But James's heart started beating fast on hearing this. Nancy, his wife, had made fun of this thing. But James, whatever was happening to him for the last few days, now he did not find it a joke. He was taking it seriously, and he was worried about these things. He realized that ever since this doll has come to our house, something strange is happening. Loss in business, suddenly getting that call from Brian. Now Lily telling us that she is blinking. All this cannot be a coincidence. Then James goes quickly, leaves the food there, washes his hands and goes to his room. Nancy also goes there. James asks Nancy in a worried tone, "What do you think about what she was saying today? Is it true?" Nancy says on this, "Oh no, she's just a child of 6 years old. She keeps making up stories. Don't pay any attention." Beyond that, he goes to sleep, and saying this, Nancy also goes to sleep. As the days passed by, Nancy had also started noticing some scary things which were very strange, like the bathroom tap would open suddenly at night in full force, whereas no matter how much you close it, it would open suddenly at night. Sometimes she would hear such sounds as if Lily was talking to someone. Well, Lily is sleeping in the middle of them both, but when Nancy used to wake up sometimes at night, she used to see that Lily was not there. Lily was sitting down on the ground and was laughing and then talking to someone, and she always had a doll in her hand. So Nancy also started noticing these things. Then they decided that we should throw these dolls right now because they thought that something is wrong with these dolls. Then at night, they slowly take the dolls from Lily's hand and throws them away from their house. But right after 2 days, they found a heart-wrenching thing. Lily is playing with the dolls, that same dolls who they thrown. They can't understand anything. Then immediately they went to famous church of their city and told everything to church's father. He tells them that something is wrong in your house. Immediately, there are 2 dolls in your daughter's room. Bring them to me. James does this. He goes to Lily's room, picks up the 2 dolls there, and brings them to the father. Then the father sprinkled his water to those dolls, and within 5 to 10 minutes. He came to know and tells James that if this doll stays with you for a few more days, your financial condition living at home would have deteriorated a lot because black magic was done in these dolls, and due to that black magic, whatever wealth you have, whatever happiness you have, whatever good you have, money, happiness, everything would have gone away to those who did this black magic on you. Then that father said them that give these dolls to me, I have to bury them in the middle of the graveyard, then the effect of black magic will end, otherwise no way. Then this thing suddenly triggers James that this is the reason why they asked me for my blood group. They definitely used it for black magic, and he promised himself that he will never buy anything from Instagram and will never ignore anything strange around his profile. Then that father does the same. He buried those dolls, but after that, Lily cried a lot for 3 days because she was in love with those dolls. But after 2 weeks, she became normal. And James' business also became normal. He again started earning well from his business, and Lily also gets busy in her studies. And they are living happily now.